Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If you're joining us for the first time, then I suggest you go back to the start of the series. You'll find the playlist below. If you're coming back and you're enjoying the series, big thumbs up will help the channel. Thank you very much. Today we have two very important games in the FA Cup and the Vanarama National League North. Welcome from the bottom to the top. Hello and welcome to episode 17 of From the Bottom to the Top. My name's Mark. On today's episode, we have two games for you, as previously mentioned. First of all, in the FA Cup, fourth round against Lincoln City from League One, I think it is. We'll check in a minute, League One or League Two. And then a Gateshead in the Vanarama National League North. And I'll show you why that's very important in just a few moments from now. In the meantime, we're going to start with a quick roundup of what's been happening since you were last with us. Last time out, you saw Chorley, Northampton? No, it was going to be Northampton and Darlington, I remember now. It was going to be Northampton, Darlington, but the Darlington game was rained off because of a waterlogged pitch. We've had another waterlogged pitch because the game against Warrington was supposed to be in this little run of games, and that got pulled out as well. So since then we've had a 3-3 draw against Guiseley, bottom of the table, and well, we had a real torrid time holding on to them and getting a draw. Not quite sure how we did it, to be fair. And then a very lackluster 1-0 win against Nuneaton. Adam Clayton after 81 minutes giving us the win, but it wasn't anywhere near what I would describe as authoritative or even considered to be. I mean, really, 28 shots, 10 on target against their 11 shots and 1 on target. But we made it look hard work, very, very hard work. We even had 66% of the possession. I think that was probably the only thing that that held on to it for us. Not quite sure why when you go into these, it goes all the way back down again. As you will see, Chris Clark was the person that was giving us a lot of grief. We were 2 goals up, 27 and 29 minutes. Godsmart Ford from a corner. Hayhurst getting the other one. 2 goals up. Looked like we were cruising, especially against the team at the bottom of the table. Early in the second half, 52 minutes in fact, Chris Clark got one back for them, made it 2-1. And we looked to be on the ropes a little bit, but then Will Hayhurst got a penalty after 82 minutes to make it 3-1. Again, bearing in mind we were in the 80 minutes scenario, thought, right, we're okay now. Before we could batten down the hatches and see the game out, Nathan Kane had got one back, made it very squeaky, and then Chris Clark getting their equaliser. It was on the cards. It was obvious what was happening. After 87 minutes, there was nothing we could do. We were tired. We were worn out. Again, 21 shots, 8 of which were on target. 64% possession. We really had the game, but we just leaky. Just seemed to be a bit leaky defensively of late. So that was that one. But then we did have a bit of a sort out against Southport. Another side near the bottom of the table, but you'll see they did come back into it. So again, we looked like we were going to do the same as what we've done, get away really fast, then slow up, and they catch us up. It seems to be a bit of a trait that we're in. Again, 66% possession, 22 shots, so we're 20 plus shots every game, 6 on target against their 12 and 5. To be honest, out of the sides that we've played recently, they've probably played the best of the lot and got nothing out of it. But we did actually win that one. Luke Williams after 4. Tobias Hales-Doherty after 5. So 2 goals up after 5 minutes. And Tobias Hales-Doherty getting the other one after 12 minutes. And that was enough to see them off. How does that leave us in the table? Well, we're still top. We do have a game in hand over Gateshead, our opponents in the second game of the episode. I think Gateshead also played today. I'm not sure. And we have 1 point advantage over them. that draw against Guiseley, when we should have beaten them, really should have had us 4 points clear now at the top. And to be absolutely honest, I think we'd have been okay at that point in time, because the game in hand would now have come into play, and we'd have been really had quite a gap between us and Gateshead. So that's how it all looks. There has been some activity in transfers going on. Just so you are aware, Tyler Denton, he got a real grouch on, said, I want to go, I'm fed up. You've not been playing me in the right position. Now, having said all of that, if we look at his form, and I don't think we can now, can we? Because it's all gone. Yeah. Pants. He was having a grouch because we weren't playing him as a fullback, and I played him as a fullback for the last 4 or 5 games. So I'm not quite sure where they got the complete grouch on. He said, I'm going at the end of the season on a free transfer. And it was obvious that we might get some money for him. There was a bit of interest. So we punted him out there. We got £2,000 for him. Bearing in mind that he came in for nothing in the summer. We have actually made that £2,000. So that's quite good. It's quite a good bit of business. But we have had to try and get some cover in that left back, wing back position. As we know, it's causing us all sorts of problems. And we've brought in Chris McGowan. He's come in from Kilwinning Rangers up in Scotland. He's a 24-year-old fullback, can play in the wing back. He's a natural as a wing back. We're not quite so good in that wing back role, to be fair, but he will be there as a backup, possibly. We'll see. He's actually going to have a run out, I think, first game. So we'll see what he's made of, potentially. We did want to try and bring him on trial just to test him out, but we weren't allowed to do it. We do still have Chickson on our books as well as a trialist, but I'm not sure. He's a little bit older from what we want to bring in some youngsters. So we'll see if we can fill that space during the next sort of transfer at the end of the season. Okay, all said and done. Let's get on with the match in hand. It's a 4th round FA Cup tie against Lincoln. And this is the team to face Lincoln City. Smith in goal, McGowan, our new player, on the left, Allen, Sams and Godsmart Ford on the right, Kellerman and Hughes in midfield with Hayhurst, Williams and Hales Doherty are attacking midfield. Russ continues up front. Carter, Clayton, Atkinson, Spencer, Hunt, Parkin and Grattan are all on the bench. I should also mention that Grattan has also got a bit of a grouse on. He wants to leave as well. He's asked for a free transfer. In fact, he's on the transfer list, but he wants to leave at the end of the season. So we're going to have to look for a replacement out on this left side as well. But to be honest, if we get promoted, we want to make quite a few incomings as well, because we're going to have to refresh this team. Because this team, whilst it's doing reasonably well in the Vanarama National League North, it's not really built for the National League, I don't think. I think we need to improve in various places. Anyway, let's get through to the game. And here we are, a quick update of what's happened recently. We've won 4 of our last 5, drawing the other game, that game against Guiseley. Lincoln City have lost their last 2, only won 2 of their last 5, drawn the other one. And they welcome to the Citadel in this FA Cup 4th round. If we do get past them, there's potential for a huge game in the 5th round, but we won't count our chickens before they're hatched. Williams lucky there. The ball ricocheting back to Hales Doherty. Russ, Hughes, Sams, and he's gone all the way back to Smith, Allen, McGowan. First time we've seen our new player. Hayhurst, who's gone all the way back to Smith. Long ball this time. It's headed on, or headed back by Ioma. And they're going route 1. Allen underneath it. Gets it to Hayhurst. Williams. Now we're in a bit further forward. Russ is on the ball. He's gone too far. He's pulled it back. And it's Will Hayhurst after just 2 minutes. Puts us in front. Bit too early for my mind. There's a lot of football to go, but we'll take it. Russ overrunning the ball, but Hayhurst hitting it on the volley from just inside the penalty area. And we're a goal up. Smith to Sams. Sams, long ball forward. Russ trying to find one of his midfielders. Didn't find them. It's gone out wide. And they're coming back. Ooh! Broom didn't quite connect with that. Had he connected, I think it was back of the net. But thankfully, he didn't connect and it went straight into the arms of Smith. Oh, in fact, Broom hit it against Godsmark Ford and Godsmark Ford took the sting out of it and straight into the arms of Smith. Hayhurst, lovely headed forward. Russ on the ball. Oh, he's just put that wide. 2-0 up after 8 minutes. That would have really put the cat amongst the pigeons. Or the cat. Oh, and we have. Tom Sams gets his second goal of the season. And we do go 2 up after 12 minutes. That's put the cap amongst the imps, so to speak. Oh, Longwell, he'll be annoyed by that. He got his hand to it, but it was too much on it, and it's in the back of the net. They have a corner now, looking to try and get back in this game, and it's been headed over. It's a goal kick. Lincoln City having quite a bit of the play, lots of shots. Not on target at the moment, thankfully. We've had 8 shots and 2 on target. 0.68 on the XG. They've got slightly better XG than us. I'm not quite sure how they've got it because they haven't got any on target. How's that work? They have a free kick now. Sorensen with the free kick. And it was always going wide. I think Smith had it covered, I'd like to think. Sams to Hughes. Hughes gets one forward looking for Russ. Didn't find him. It was cut out by their defenders. And Kellermans has cut that out in midfield. They're getting a bit sloppy. Hayhurst, a third one here before half-time, will really sort it out. Oh, and Russ just heads it over the top. Hayhurst is doing really well out there. He's scored and he's running riot. A good first half, I would say. 9 shots, 2 of which are on target. Probably would have liked more. 0.74 XG, 62% of the possession. So we're still good in the possession stakes. They've had 11 shots, only 1 on target. 0.97 though, and 38% of the possession. Wow. No changes at half time. And we're up and running for the second half. Sorensen has been replaced by Close. Let's just check. And also they've brought on Draper for Hugo. Right, he's gone off. I think what we'll do is we will keep a tight rein on these players here. The instructions aren't good. Confirm those changes and we continue on our way. Free kick. Luke Williams tries to get it in, gets Godsmart Ford in. Luke Williams has another go. Russ! And he was offside, unfortunately, as it was launched back in the second time. And Long stopping that. Godsmart Ford is tired. We will make a change once we get a break in play. And Hughes missing out on that. And it's gone out wide of Robson. And they get one back here. Their tails will be up. Oh, I think that was McGowan's mistake. And they have got one back. Crossing. It was cut out. In fact, a good tackle by McGowan, but he put it right back in the up into the area, and Draper was there and put it away. So with 75 minutes gone, it's our usual tactical change time. We need to try and House Doherty not having a good game out on that right hand side at all. Luke Parkin is going to come on for him. He's just not had a great game at all out there. Question is, do we put them on attacking? I think we might do, actually. Let's go a bit of gung-ho. We got nothing to lose here. Williams will change back to a supporting role. He's okay there. Luke Parkin in. Chris McGowan, he's not had a good game out on that left-hand side, has he? Right. I think what we're going to do here is Alan will go out there for him. Sams can move over. Mark Ford is tired, but he's going to have to stay out there, albeit we do have Joe Hunt on the bench. And then what we're going to do is going to bring Adam Clayton on for McGowan. 2 changes made then, and we still have that 1 goal advantage. It's very tight. They are definitely coming back into it, as you'll see. I've really got back into this. And we need to be holding on for a little bit longer if we can. They have a corner. Crossed in. It sort of hit the woodwork, but didn't go in. Thought for a minute it had. As we get down to the 87th minute. And tactical-wise, it's possibly time to do our usual trick. Williams is tired. So it's Williams will drop back here. Atkinson will come on for him in that role. These boys will now go on to support roles. We will drop to a balanced mentality. Away we go. 5 minutes of injury time. It's a lot of injury time. We're going to get through though, guys. We have got through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. This is absolutely astounding. That first half, those 2 goals in the first 12 minutes really has won it. We've had 11 shots, 3 on target, 59% and the possession, 59% possession. 1.07 on the XG. Really, we have done one on them because they had 19 shots, 7 on target, 1.54, but only 41% possession. And yeah, we've done a job on them. As it turns out, 4-4-2 they played. Yeah, that's an impressive win. What we're going to do is we'll go through because the draw for the next round will come up. We'll have that. And a little bit of a discussion about how we've managed to get through to the 5th round. We want a big money tie. I'll have to admit, I didn't think we were going to get the draw before the next game, but we have, and we are in with the big boys. Crystal Palace from the Championship and Luton Town from the Championship are the next 2 lowest players to us. The rest are all Premier League sides, so we are in for a big draw here, and it will be big money spinning draw. Hopefully, we're out first. And at home, who have we got? Crystal Palace from the Championship. That's who we've got. Brighton will play Leeds. Luton will play West Ham. Chelsea will play Bournemouth. They're all Premier League ties now. Tottenham will play Manchester City. Arsenal will play Liverpool. Everton will play Manchester United. And Southampton will play Burnley. That is the draw for the 5th round of the FA Cup. It's a game against Crystal Palace. It comes up here. So we've got Gateshead. We're going to play Darlington off camera. Gateshead will come up. Then we'll play Fylde and Gloucester. Probably Fylde, Gloucester and Leamington will play Crystal Palace on Redditch United in the next episode. So that's how that will pan out. Just one other thing to say is we have financially, we've actually gone into a plus balance now from that FA Cup. 90,000 we picked up from that, and we're up for another big payday as well. So financially, it's doing our coffers the world of good. Right, without any more to do, let's get through to the second game of the episode. It is a top-of-the-table clash against Gateshead. Well, a lot's been happening since you were last with us. We've gone about 17 days since you last with us. First of all, our game against Gateshead, against Darlington was postponed due to a waterlogged pitch for the second time. That's the second time that Darlington game has been postponed because of waterlogged pitch. So that meant we didn't have a game before the Gateshead game. We got virtually to the couple of days before the Gateshead game. Gateshead were playing in the FA Trophy. They drew their FA Trophy game against Carshalton, I think it was. Which meant that went to a replay, but they replayed it on the same day as we were supposed to be playing Gateshead. So that was postponed. Hence why we've ended up with Darlington again. So it dropped off for the last episode. It's been moved around. It's been chucked about. It's been kicked into the long grass, etc., etc. So we're going to play them now, having not played anybody since, you see, the last game was on the 4th. I say 17 days, 13 days, but best part of a fortnight. So that's going to be the episode. Then obviously we'll then do Gloucester and Leamington off camera. Gloucester City, who are in that top echelons as well. Crystal Palace and Redditch coming up on the next episode, and then we'll say Gateshead down here now towards the end of the season. So we'll see if we fit it in. If they're still up around the top with us, we're still up around the top. They're still up around the top. It will come into an episode. It has to at some point. Right. Without any more to do, this is the team that is going to face Darlington. And it's a familiar look to it. Smith in goal. Allen comes back in, but on back in. He moves to the left. We've dropped our new recruit, McGowan. Didn't play particularly well in that first game, and I don't fancy him. These are quite key games. So we will give him a run at some point just to see if he can wash away those cobwebs. Sam's beside him, then Clayton and Godsmart Ford out on the right. Hughes and Kellerman in midfield, albeit they've swapped over. Hayhurst, Williams and Hales Doherty are attacking line, and Will Russ continues up front. Carter, Turner, Atkinson, Parkin and Spencer are all on the bench. And the teams are out on the pitch. Darlington playing in their orange away kit and get the game underway, which we never usually have highlights from kickoff, which hopefully is good news, not bad news. Hales Doherty wins the ball off of Capello, gets it out wide to Hayhurst, to Hughes and Sams. Kellerman finds Godsmart Ford, who pushes it through looking for Russ, but it was a bit wayward. And this is exactly what I'm worried. It's a route one because they've all backed off. Here we go, route one. And Bean is there and he scored. Inside a minute and we are a goal down against Darlington. Hayhurst with a corner. And we're back on equal terms inside 2 minutes. Godsmart Ford getting a goal. And I can't remember how many he scored. this season, but it's a few, and that's that near post corner again. We will find out how many has he scored. He has scored. It's only his second goal. That doesn't feel right at all. Apparently it's his second goal. Third goal. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's just check that. His third goal overall. So he's third of the season. If you'd asked me to make a bet, I'd have had him down for more than that. Right, Smith to Clayton to Hughes. Hughes out wide to Hayhurst to Allen. Allen to Hughes. Back to Hayhurst. Hayhurst through to Russ. Russ is on the ball. He's nearly been tackled and he's got in there. And it's 2-1. So from being behind inside a minute, we're back on the front foot. 2 goals in 2 minutes. 4-minute mark gone. Lovely through ball to Russ. Russ hasn't scored for a few games. Nearly tackled by Christensen. Stayed on his feet. Went round the goalkeeper. And it is 2-1 with barely 5 minutes on the clock. Good character. And as you'll see, Darlington have a better XG, or did have a better XG than us. Plenty of shots. 12 with 6 on target for us. As we head down to the half-hour mark. Another Route 1 ball is cut out this time by Godsmart Ford, who heads it to Allen. Hughes. He's got a couple of players on him. But Allen swings that in for Russ, but it's too long, too near the goalkeeper. It was a good try, but again, Route 1. Sam's is equal to it this time. Hayhurst. Kellerman. Godsmart Ford. And we come forward again. Hales Doherty. Hales Doherty. Comes back inside, Godsmart Ford, and it's cleared by Bairn, but only as far as Allen. Hughes has a go from distance. He can hit the target with those sometimes, and half-time has arrived. That Jack Bairn goal inside the first minute got us rocking a little bit, but 2 goals in 3 minutes from Godsmart Ford, and Will Russ has put us back on the right keel. 16 shots, 6 on target, 1.30 on the XG, 59% possession against Darlington's 5 shots, only 1 on target, 0.44, and 41% of the possession. And you join us for the second half. No changes at half time. Hughes, and that's headed onto the crossbar. I think it was Clayton this time, and their breakout does nothing. Godsmart Ford gives that ball away. Only 1 goal in front, of course. And could easily do with at least 1 more. That's through to Russ. Russ gets his 2nd of the game. He's 9th of the season. And we are 3-1 up after 52 minutes. Route 1 again, but cut out by Sams. Hayhurst finds pretty much Route 1 ourselves, but a couple of passes in there. Hayhurst, lovely through ball to Russ, and Russ deposits it in the back of the net. As we continue, Sams heads that down to Kellerman, who goes all the way back to Smith. Clayton back to Smith. Be careful there. It looked like it was a mistake. Sams, Allen to Hayhurst. Williams. Moving the ball around nicely. And it's a nice ball through to Russ. Russ gets through to Williams. Williams chips the goalkeeper. It's 4-1. Luke Williams on 60 minutes. It'll be 61 on the clock for the goal. Hughes, lovely through ball. Williams run onto it. Goalkeeper had come out to try and close him down, and all Williams did was just chopped it over the top of him into the empty net. And they're coming forward. Chapman is in, but Smith makes the save. He did exactly what their goalkeeper couldn't manage just now. Capello with the corner. It's headed clear, and Hayhurst will tidy up. We have a break on. Can he get Russ away? Russ was waiting in the midfield. Allen is behind him, but the highlight dissipates. This wasn't route one for them. That was nice ball through to Chapman. Bairn and Smith just getting enough on it. It was a good shot, and he got it away as we come down to changearoo time. Hales Doherty not having a good game again out there. That's 2 games on the trot. He's not performed really well, which is a bit of a shame. He's picked up a yellow card as well. I think he's first person on the change today. Everybody else is playing reasonably well, and because we've had a bit of a break, are reasonably fit. We do have a game in a few days though, so we will look to do a couple of changes maybe in a minute, but we'll just make that one change for the moment, and we'll confirm that substitution. Back underway. We'll give them a bit of praise. Allen with a free kick, swings it out for Parkin, who finds Russ back out to Godsmart Ford. Godsmart Ford has been tackled and he's lost the ball. Try to get it back, and they're away. Bairn. Dos Santos has come on, I've noticed, and they've scored a second. Andrew Nelson. It's 4-2, and I'm hoping a little too little too late, but our marking was deplorable there. Sam's on his own, and Dos Santos and Nelson, and one of the two of them just had a free go, and we've got a highlight from kickoff as well, which is also a bit of a worry. Before we let them kick off, we need to be battening these boys down. Nelson was the other one that did us an injustice. And we're underway again. Sams to Luke Williams, Russ, Hughes, Hayhurst, Allen, Hughes. Back to Allen. Hughes to Russ. Russ finds Parkin, who finds Hughes, who's just put it wide. To go 5-2 up would have probably put the cap on it. Right, it is 85 minutes. Tom Sams is tired in the back there. We don't really have another defender. We could bring Godsmart Ford inside. I think they will probably see the game out. Luke Parkin just come on. Jim Kellerman, I think, for Chris Atkinson. And I think that will be our only change for the moment. What we will do as well is, do we do our usual change, or is it too early? We've got 2 goals in it. I think we should be all right. So Atkinson can drop back here, not as a ball-winning midfielder, as a defensive midfielder. And then we've brought Williams back in as the ball-winning midfielder. Oh, he's better as a Mazzala on support, which means Hughes will change to the ball-winning midfielder. Like that. And I'm going to drop Russ to a deep-lying forward on attack. And we'll do that for now. Pump fists. Atkinson. The only other thing I haven't done, which I will do as soon as I can, is change to a balanced mentality. Right. We'll do that now. And as we're on 90 minutes, we've got 4 minutes of injury time. Drop a bit of praise. And we have won this 4-2. A good win against Darlington. And the final stats, 21 shots. So we're in the 20s again for shots. 8 on target. 1.86. 62% possession. Darlington had 8 shots. 4 on target. 0.90. 38% possession. Let's have a look at the table. Before we have a look at that table, the games we played on Friday night, Saturday games have been played, and you will notice Gateshead have lost to Chorley. Chorley have done us a huge favour, beating Gateshead in that round of games. The other 2 games played out this afternoon. We're now on Sunday, so they've been played out. So let's have a look at the table. If we can, if I can get the right bits. The table is over here, but I don't want that table. I want, can I get the other table? Where is it? Fixtures and results. Got the table over here, but as I say, don't really want that. What have I done? What have I done? Messed around with the thingy. Right, bear with me a second. There we go, sorted. Right, the table looks like this. Then we are top, having played 29, 2 games less than Gateshead, who are in second place on 71 points. So, assuming we can win both those games in hand, we would be on 78 points, 7 points clear of Gateshead. That is a huge gap. So, despite our little bit of a wobble, we are okay. It's worked out in our favour. Kidderminster Harriers, the next team there, they were catching us up. They're on 70. They're just 2 points behind us, but they've played 3 games more than us. So we have 3 games over them. And, theoretically, if we could win those 3 games, we would have 81 points, would be 11 points clear of them. So we're not really too worried at the moment. Gloucester City, our next opponents, are there on 4th. On 62 points. Then come Darlington, who we've beaten today, on 56. Then Spennymoor on 55. Chorley on 54. And Telford United on 51. All having played 32 games apart from Darlington, who have played 31. So, little bit of quick reckoning. There are 46 games to be played, which to my reckoning, another 14 games. So it's 42 points available. 93 is the target here. So 93 is the current status of Telford United. That's the maximum they could get. Obviously, there's a huge gap for us at the moment, like 21 points between there and there. So we'd have to really hit a bad spot in order to be down. We've only lost 1 game. Gateshead only lost 2 games. That game against Chorley and against Kidderminster Harriers, would you believe, has done them this season so far. Anyway, that's how it stands going into the next episode. And the next episode is going to be a biggie as well. We've got Gloucester City and Leamington off of camera. We're coming back for a 5th round. Yes, an FA Cup 5th round against Crystal Palace. And unfortunately, we're at home. But I'm expecting a big crowd for that one. So hopefully that'll earn us a nice bit of money. And then we'll have Redditch in the Vanarama National League North. And hopefully if we can win these 2 and open up a bit of a gap at the top, then who knows where we will be at that stage of the thing. And then we'll see how the rest of it pans out, we'll be looking then to try and get down to Hereford, Gateshead, because if that is really a 6-pointer, an even bigger 6-pointer as time wears on. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all the future episodes of this and our sister series, Making Tottenham Hotspurs Again, and any new series as they are released. New episodes are From the Bottom to the Top, currently released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and more, then you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 18. And it's out on Thursday. Until then, goodbye.